Hey, good morning. I know people probably don't pop on as soon as I go live, so I am gonna chill here for a minute. Oh, you know what? I should play some tunes. Let's see, play some tunes, play some tunes. That's what someone said, play some tunes. It's like, good morning. Welcome to class, y'all. All right, so let's see. Oh, this is a Pharrell Williams song. Let's see if I can. Pharrell's pretty cool. He's like in the NFT world, right, Doodles? I think. So here I am. Oh, there's a better one. That's more fun. What oldie am I gonna pick today, y'all? I'll pick a oldie. Well, yeah. Which one? Oh, hey, good morning. I'm like over here just trying to figure out what vibe of music should I turn on for the next few minutes while people log in. This is like what I used to do for school. Oh, guys, Fat MFT gave me some basketball cards yesterday. Hold up, let me snap those things. Oh no, Figment. He's gonna give you guys the backside. Oh man, hold up, hold up, hold up. Fat MFT hooked me up with some cards. Hey, morning, Chewy. What up? That we had and we've like pulled or he's pulled or whatever. So in this little interim while I have a minute, love to give a shout out to Matt and say thank you so much for introducing me to all of. Oh, you need this one? Okay. I'll trade you. I'll send it. Oh, Nick is joining. I'm gonna add him to the stage. Nick is here. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this, guys. I'm still new. So I get.
Hey,
Hey, what's up? We were just talking about
what's
Figment
up?
over here. How are you today?
Who's your little friend there?
Oh, this is Figment. Okay, so I had like my like Santa Cruz hat on. I got my rip curl on because honestly, I'm a Cali girl at heart, and since I know a lot of my
Good.
friends are on the West Coast, but if you're an East Coaster and you were like young when Epcot Center opened up in the like
Okay.
1983,
Mm-hmm.
this is the figment of your imagination. And I'll have to show you my real pins. Actually, I have him hanging up here
Yeah.
above. It's teeny tiny, but he is, in my honest and humble opinion, he is Walt Disney as a character.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just because he encourages you to like dream and create and
Good.
so anyway. Oh, we got a
Embodies
shout
Walt.
out here. I'm gonna put your shout out on the screen. What's
Oh
up?
yeah, Chewy. What's up, Chewy?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
how are you
pleasure.
doing
Pleasure.
today? How
Yeah,
are you
great.
doing
Thank
today?
you. Doing
Cool,
doing really
cool.
well. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to
Oh
be
my
on.
goodness. It's like such a cool, what is happening here? I'm gonna close this music app or we're about to like all get serenaded. Um, I'm super excited to have a conversation with you and to
Same.
um be able to share my NFTs, right? Like we were just talking about like I got some cards I was going to show people, but
Nice.
like you don't walk around with this in your wallet, right? And you walk around with your NFTs in your phone, but being able to actually like wear them or display them
Yeah.
is what you decided was really important to you. So, um,
Yeah.
I have like a script written out and I'm trying to get better at learning how to do this. So everybody's really patient with me, but also I'm an ad lib person. And so I'd
Same.
love to know like a little bit about your origin story and
Yeah.
like what were you collecting growing up and what do you like kind of remember being really excited to show to other people?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been a collector for as long as I can remember, and growing up, in the '90s, I collected a lot of baseball cards. My dad was a big baseball card and hockey card collector, so naturally I kind of followed suit. I really got into Marvel trading cards like in the early '90s. I think it was Fleer trading cards like 92, 93, if I remember correctly. And I remember like the moment where I got my first holo and thought that was like the coolest thing. And it kind of opened me up to like the world of like rarity within trading cards. And then the disappointment of learning the odds, were pretty low when you rip a
Right.
pack. It's like, oh, I don't get a holo every time or every other time even. But yeah, and I think most collectors, both physical and now digital, can agree like there's just this magic about ripping a pack and not really knowing what you're going to get. It's a gamble, but at the same time, it's a surprise, and no matter what you get, you're going to be happy and have fun. And that's what really first kind of drew me in. Um, and yeah, as I grew up, of course, Pokemon was a big thing for me, both the trading cards and then playing I never got into the actual trading card game, which I don't think many people ever did, but of course Game Boy, play a lot of Pokemon. And I was a skater growing up as well. California in the '90s, kind of who wasn't a skater or a surfer. And one thing I started collecting that was like rather unique was skateboard stickers. So like original skateboard brand, yeah, like Toy Machine, Dark Star, World Industries. And for some reason, like all my friends would stick them on their skateboards or their doors or whatever. And I don't know if it's like the collector in me, but I found one of my mom's old like scrapbooks. She put photos in, and I, basically stole it from her and started putting my stickers inside this scrapbook, and it didn't have to peel off the back, so they're effectively like unused stickers. And I still have that, and I don't know if it's worth anything, but I was thinking about it, it's like it's probably got to be pretty rare. Some of these stickers that aren't made anymore, you'd see them on a wall somewhere, but it's not like they can be ripped off. I mean, these are original, still in this little scrapbook that I have. And I also look at stickers and still do as like a piece of art. These graphics are really, really cool. And some people kind of overlook it. You see thousands of stickers a day, but some stickers are really, really fun, really interesting, funny. So yeah, I got into like sticker collecting for a little bit. And then, yeah, as I got older, I wouldn't say there was any one thing that I was like obsessive about, but like most collectors at heart, it's always in there somewhere. So I'm always kind of looking for the next cool thing, or excited about a certain whether it be a trend or new collectible. So yeah, it's always been a part of me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was like freaking out while you're saying stickers because
Yeah.
I collect surf and
Oh,
skateboard
okay.
stickers too.
No kidding. Oh, you
And
have to.
I'm getting ready to, I was just cleaning through some like moving boxes and I found
Yeah.
a stack of stuff and I was like, I specifically collect skating and surfing stickers
No
of
way.
skeletons too. So,
Oh,
and
okay.
I have,
Yeah.
okay, so this is where like,
Oh, we'll have to
I've got
share
all
some
these,
photos of what you
we
have.
have to,
You're the first person that I've met that like at least had like avidly collected stickers. That's
we'll
cool.
have to swap because I only
Yeah.
have a
Okay.
select few from my long-term collection. If when you ebb and flow through life, you lose stuff through your collections, record
Right.
collections, sticker collections and stuff.
Yeah,
But
and it's hard to mention, but my nice Pokemon collection, I at least had one or two binders. I don't know where that went. I think my mom looked at these, and said, "Oh, these will never be worth anything." And bless her heart, she had no idea. But yeah, those I think are long gone. But we won't talk about that.
well, we'll have
But
to
yes,
talk
we
more
should we
skate.
should
I've
share, yeah, skate
worked
stickers
at
for
all
sure.
these skate shops and surf shops and stuff
Oh,
over time,
nice.
and I've kept a lot of old vintage stuff. I've donated a lot over time that I wished I hadn't. And at like one
Yeah.
point, I said, I don't care if I tote these bins around. I'm gonna like turn them into pillows or something, because like the stuff is just like to me the best art, and I always buy
Yeah.
stickers. I'm obsessed with them.
Yeah.
I was thinking today, like, oh gosh, I've got this one box of stickers. I wonder where are all the rest of them. And so,
Yeah.
thank you for being another grown up who loves the
Yeah. Still
same
do.
thing.
I have a now 3-year-old son, so he's still a bit young for skating and kind of getting into that culture. But I could already tell he's going to be like a typical California kid. And yeah, I think one day I'm definitely excited to see what he picks up, whether it be surfing or skating. But I know I'm going to be right there with him in board shops and looking at the new stickers, see what's out there. That culture is still very much alive. It may not be as out in the forefront as it was in like 90s, early 2000s. But yeah, skating culture, that'll never go away.
How about this? When I come to D23,
Yeah.
I will bring my daughter's first skateboard and pass it over. It's a 10 toes. It's a little penny board.
Nice.
You'll like,
Oh
it's the
yeah.
best little skateboard ever. And
Wonderful.
I would just wheel her up and down the apartment floor. So
Yeah.
that'll be, I'll
Beautiful.
pass it on. I always love to upcycle. Okay.
Love it.
So, let's talk about how you got introduced to Top Shot. So,
Yeah.
you said you noticed something immediately was missing, like what that moment. So tell me what that
Yeah.
moment was for you.
It was like I can remember it crystal clear, like when I first discovered Top Shot. I'll preface in that I feel like I kind of missed the boat on Bitcoin and Ethereum, like through the kind of big wave, the first like huge like boom at the 2015 or 2016. I never really was into it. I never fully understood it, nor cared to. I knew like some friends that had some Bitcoin that did pretty well, but it just never like grabbed me. And so fast forward to 2021 in January, end of January. I remember like really down to like the week. It was like end of January, maybe first week of February. I was my daughter was just born. We were still kind of in the tail end of COVID, so not going out of the house much. And middle of the night, I was feeding her bottle, trying to get her back to bed, half asleep. And so I've got her in one hand and I got my phone in the other. I'm just kind of perusing. I don't know if I was on Instagram or whatever, but I saw an article. It may have been on LinkedIn, of all places. Right. And I saw an article where I believe it was Mark Cuban was quoted as saying like, NFTs are the next big thing in sports collectibles, or it was some like fairly large article. I imagine most Top Shot, like longtime Top Shot people can kind of point to this article because it was like a really big like moment for Top Shot in this rise, that February, March 2021 timeframe.
If you guys know what he's talking about, drop it in the chat. Go.
Yeah. It was this article on like, what are NFTs, or specifically what is Top Shot. And it also kind of revolved around like a really big LeBron hollow sale. I think it like eclipsed like $25,000 or something. And that like immediately grabbed my attention. I'm like, what is this? First off, I'm a big sports fan, have been since I knew what sports was, or even before then. I mean, my parents have always watched sports. Grew up in Southern California, so big Laker fan, Angels fan, bless their heart, Angels, Anaheim Ducks, you name it. Like I've got whatever sports are on, I'm in. And that also carried over, as I mentioned, into collectibles. So I had to know like what this was. And I'm also, kind of side as an aside, my full-time, my career, what I do, what I've been doing for the last 20 years is working in the film industry. So mainly film and broadcast. So I work for a variety of different technology manufacturers, and I'm on set, film productions. So I'm involved heavily in technology, mainly in video technology. So you kind of see where I'm going with this. Like all these passions of mine seem to be like narrowing down on this one thing called an NFT. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So I read the article, and I think within minutes, like I was on Top Shot signing up for an account and joined the Discord. It's like I was in it. And as a reminder, like I'm trying to put my daughter to bed. So this is like a whirlwind, like,
you're like,
I 1 minute I'm like trying to get her to bed and so I can go to bed. And now I'm like, I'm wide awake. I'm figuring out NFTs. Yeah. So yeah, that was really the moment, that really grabbed me. And yeah, I bought my first few moments right then and there. And then it wasn't like a week later when Top Shot, again, like that kind of wildfire, like really picked up, like they just boomed for that initial like couple of months after that article. And I would say I was in kind of that, I don't know if it was like the first wave, but it was like the second wave of like big time users that came in. Any event, yeah, it turned me on. I thought this was the future. I still think it is. And that was kind of the moment that I realized like this is something new. I feel like I'm in early. Like I'm all about this. Let's see where it goes. And then just to kind of continue on to like where that led. I also immediately recognized that, okay, like I have all these moments, but they just kind of live on my phone or the computer. Top Shot didn't have an app back then, so it was effectively just logging onto your phone through the browser or your laptop. And of course, Top Shot had a vision, had a roadmap, had more lining up for utility. But I still felt like I wanted to display this. Like I wanted to show this off. I wanted my friends to see this. And I started kind of researching, like ways to, put this on like a TV or an iPad, nothing really fit like what I had envisioned. And I don't remember exactly like what, I think it was kind of a fluid, again, I had these late nights with trying to put my daughter to bed.
Understood.
Working with my wife to try and just, get our kids to sleep. So this lot of time just to kind of think. I also live, close to LA. So I had long car rides, in the car, just sitting in traffic, just to kind of, let my mind wander. And NFTs were, a constant thing that I would think about and how to display them. And I kept gravitating towards slabs. Like this is when you go to a collectible show, when you go to a trading card show, in most cases, the high-end cards are going to be slabbed. They're going to be protected. They're going to be on display. And most of the time, these slabs are anywhere from tens to hundreds to thousands of dollars. And at the time with Top Shot, that's the type of money these people were spending.
Oh, for sure.
So I only thought it was, made sense to put this in kind of like a slab form. I also recognized the need to show off your serial number and rarity, because that's a really important piece in collectibles. It's not just about, what the piece of what the collectible is physically. It's about how rare they are, how many of them are there, and what collection they belong to. So I started thinking about that, and when again, like the slab form, like the way it was designed, I felt like was kind of the vision, my aim. If I were to have this displayed, I felt like a slab was the perfect form. And yeah, it got me kind of down this rabbit hole of how best to display this. I had no intention of starting a company. I was just kind of, hey, I have a couple of cool Top Shot moments in my office. That was it. And I never really found anything that fit. Like Infinite Objects was the closest that I could find. But still, I felt like it just wasn't enough. It's kind of blocky and didn't have the label attached to the top. And again, it just wasn't quite right. And that's what sent me down this path of like, well, I'm going to design my own. And again, I'm a creative person. I like technology. And again, to be clear, like this wasn't a business plan. This was just me just having fun. And after some tinkering and a lot of trial and error, a lot of late nights, bless my wife's heart. She, really believed in this, at least at the time, as more of like a hobby and outlet, for me. And it quickly became something that I realized could be a product. I felt like collectors in this space would appreciate. So I started to think about crypto slabs as less of a hobby, something for myself, and more for the broader collectible culture. And that's kind of been the vision ever since. I want to really be the modern day slab. I want digital collectibles digital collectors of collectibles to look at crypto slabs as the way to display their NFT. Whether you own Top Shot, any form of NFT, PFP. I was after Top Shot, I was also got into more PFP NFTs as well. I was fortunate to be part of Bored Ape Yacht Club for a while. I was
very cool.
Cool Cat for a while, and that was very fun while it lasted. But I've always kind of held on to Top Shot as kind of my priority, especially around slabs. So yeah, I mean, kind of a long-winded answer there, but like I think it started just with a passion and kind of a excited intrigue into what this new thing was, but that just led into what it is today. And I'm still fully committed to the brand, to the product, and have a lot of exciting things on the horizon.
Well, I was giggling through this experience because I came in on the second round of Disney Pinnacle in April when it went, public or whatever. I listened to Matt talk about NFTs for a long time and had a lot of time to think and a lot of long drives up and down the 95, and one moment it was like, just like you said, it just clicked and it made sense, and it did. I'm also into video editing and stuff, so it was interesting just to hear those parallels.
I've met other collectors that are in like film industry, visual effects professions, so it does seem to be like a consistent thing. Yeah, there you go. There it is.
I had to. Here she is. I haven't uploaded anything new yet for this trip, but that's my job today, is
beautiful
getting these guys ready. I have to just bring it up. Tell me.
Pixie.
The Pixie. What do you have anything you want to share about the Pixie?
Yeah, so Pixie kind of, again, is like a product that evolved over time. I felt like what I was doing with crypto slabs was really important. It still is a physical product that you can have in your house, that you can display on your desk, that you can show off to your friends, no more than a piece of art or a family photograph. I feel like this is something that really means a lot to people and brings a lot of joy to the user, to their friends and family. And I felt like there was a missing piece in crypto slab, in that there was no way to like wear it, really. I felt like the wearables was also kind of a piece to this this market, this kind of this side of the industry that I felt was important. So I started doing some research, and never again kind of felt like there was nothing really out there that fit what I would want in a wearable. So I think the closest thing would be like an Apple Watch, like a small style display. I think I saw there was like a jeweler that is pretty prominent on X that made like a blinged out necklace with like basically an Apple Watch on it. And it kind of like a hacked version, which it was cool, but it was like fully blinged out like necklace, and it was like, okay, there's something here. Logan Paul wearing his
100%. I was like, the illustrator right there.
The illustrator slab, like that of course was interesting. It's like, okay, people out there want to show off their collectibles.
If I'm like, hey, house, Nick, hook me up, bedazzle my slab for me. Are you gonna be bedazzling it? I mean, these are
I mean, it's anything's possible. I think, and people even ask, like, can I put a slab on a necklace? I'm like, sure, why not? Let's look into that. So I've got a few people interested in like a crypto slab necklace, but that's
and the thing I thought was interesting, I was looking at your stuff having the interchangeable magnets. That was like, I'm like, ooh, right away. I saw that online, so I just went and scrolled through.
The label. Yeah. So that's another side to crypto slabs. I wanted the slabs to be interchangeable, so you'd be able to swap out the labels and swap out the moments. I have both the ability to slab an individual moment, fix the label, so it's effectively a one-of-one collectible or tied directly to your serial, or you have the ability to kind of treat crypto slabs as a interchangeable display. I wanted to kind of give collectors that option. But yeah, fast forward to kind of Pixie.
Sure.
And kind of a wearable side. once again, I think Dapper really knocked it out of the park with their partnership with Disney and what they're doing with Pinnacle. I I I was never really like a pin collector, but I knew for sure of that culture. I live like 10 minutes from Disneyland and, frequent the park as much as I can. Yeah. I mean, it's awesome being so close. So I
I'm
know
jealous.
that's a big deal for people. Um, but once again, it's like, okay, you're collecting these, oftentimes very expensive, really cool pins, but they're just living on your phone somewhere. Like you can't really show them off like as much as maybe you would like. Um, and yeah, I came across a product that has kind of been my beta version of Pixie that I'm in development with a manufacturer on to kind of customize and make my own, which is what you have.
Yep.
As many collectors have seen, I am taking pre-orders for the Pixie. We are. I will say, this month we're still lined up to start shipping. So that's a bit of an announcement that I'm excited to make. I'll post something on X probably within the next week that we will start formally shipping pre-orders this month. So look out for messages, individual messages on that. And yeah, something that's just cool about Pixie is the ability to, as swap between different NFTs just by a swipe of a finger. You can display it on your bag. You can put it on a necklace. You can pin it to your shirt. That's lightweight. One other thing that I looked for in this product is ensuring that it had a long battery life. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to start this beta program and why you've been so helpful is just kind of understanding like how often you use the product. Are you having it on your neck all day at the park? Which is kind of the vision. I'd hope that you'd be able to display it pretty much the entire time. And if you can't, maybe you charge, a little external charger, external battery pack to it to keep it running. But I see people wanting to display this when they're out and about, at a theme park, maybe going to a trade show or a cosplay type of event, showing off as their collection, but also it's a nice eye catcher. I imagine you get a lot of people coming up or double taking and saying, "Hey, what the heck is this? What are you wearing?"
Oh, yeah. It the best time. So like during the day, right? It's hard to see anything during the day because it's super bright
Right.
in
Yeah.
Florida and in California. You're like, and you're coming in and out of the dark. But when you wear it, so what I do is I turn the brightness down when I'm out and when it's daytime. But then when I get into a dark spot, I turn the brightness up. And then people are like in the Haunted Mansion, like, what is this? And downloading the app and getting their free
Oh,
Disney
awesome.
Plus,
Yeah.
mystery cap. So this is 100% like without question what catches people's attention and opens the conversation to a Disney NFT, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
for me, I feel like super fortunate to have the opportunity to walk around and talk to people about Pinnacle because I can wear it and it
Yeah.
opens up a conversation that wouldn't necessarily have opened if I tried to show someone my phone, right? Some people are
Yep.
trusting and I like
Yep.
look nice, but like you can't just approach everyone like, let me show you this thing on my phone,
Right.
But when wearing this, then they ask a question. And
Yep.
for me, the question is all I need to be like, let me tell you something and then
Yeah.
do my whole thing, and it really
Yeah.
works and it's
You,
beautiful. And I'm looking
you make
forward to
a
this weekend wearing it down there.
great. Well, thank you for being such an avid supporter. You're a great collector, and I really appreciate you being a supporter of mine. So, but you bring up a good point. Something that I recognized pretty early with collecting Top Shot and building out crypto slabs is really bridging the gap between physical and digital collectibles, and this that my products have that ability to kind of not only catch people's eyes and attention, but like help with the conversation. Dapper Top Shot has been a great partner. For several years now, we've done several different events together. Love the team over there. Shout out to Jacob and the guys. But I was fortunate enough to join them at a trade show, a couple trade shows, and you can just see people's kind of, they'll walk by like a booth and they'll do a double take, like, oh, like, what is this thing? and it immediately starts a conversation. Whereas if you had like your collectibles just on a laptop or a phone, it just doesn't do the same. Doesn't do it justice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I also found that NFTs and crypto is kind of a scary word for people, especially in the physical collectible space.
Yeah.
Um, it's a little bit like a Voldemort, like shall
Uh,
not be named. NFTs shall not be named. Um,
100%.
and when you start the conversation around like with crypto slabs as this bridge, as this this vehicle for the NFT. So not only do you have something that's of value digitally, that's fully authenticated, that's secure, that can be used for a variety of different games and fandom and rewards, online, that's protected. Um, you also have a physical way to display it. And I think that was really what was missing for a lot of people, at least within the physical space, physical collecting space, to make that kind of transition to NFTs. And as to your point, I think we see that it's just the same with Pinnacle and pin collectors. It's like, okay, I've heard of NFTs. I don't really understand it. I don't really get it. And then you look at Pixie and like, oh, like actually, I really like Aladdin or Lion King, and I'd love to display like a moving moment. And oh, that's a serialized, rare version of that. How cool! So, in any event, yeah, like you hit the nail on the head. It's a great bridge for the two mediums, I guess. And
Yeah.
I want to just quickly call out Chewy in chat. He mentioned or asked. Let's see if I can bring it up. Yeah. So Chewy had asked if Pixie is
Can the Pixie also be
capable.
swapped for Top Shot and
Yeah.
NFL All Day, or only NFTs that fit the dimension like Pinnacle and others?
So the short answer is yes. The longer answer is I'm working on more of a like formal way of doing it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the first challenge is that Top Shot is displayed in 9:16 portrait aspect ratio,
Mm-hmm.
which if you displayed that on Pixie, would kind of
Yeah.
make it look funny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also working on with Pixie another kind of announcement, I guess you could say. Current Pixie models, the ones that you have, only support up to like 3 or 4 seconds of video, which in my mind is far too short. So newer models, the ones that I'm actually looking to ship to pre-order customers, are going to support at least 15 seconds. 15
Oh my goodness,
so,
y'all, that's amazing.
It's not it's not a huge difference, but 5 times the amount per video is significant, and you can show off more of the pin if it has more animations or that sort of thing. And that's hopefully going to be even improved to longer video times. The reason why you can't do long video times is the bit rate has to be so small for such a small file size, for the battery size. So you're very limited in terms of the ability to display longer. It actually, when I first started, it was only like GIFs. It was only 15 frame per second GIFs that it supported, and then we got into MP4s. So it's actually grown. 3 seconds was a big deal, but yeah, we will be able to ship 15-second Pixies this month, which is exciting. But yeah, back to Chewy. So yeah, short answer is yes. I'm working on a way to formally have like a like basically productized Pixie for Top Shot, but it's not the priority right now. Priority is on Pinnacle and some other brands that I'm looking at that are more like 1-to-1 aspect ratio, square, circular, PFPs, for example. Like I would love to be able to like offer this to Bored Ape Yacht Club holders, be able to display their Bored Ape on their shirt, which that's actually much easier and very, very doable. I do have to, again, I got to call it Top Shot for their recent improvements to the graphics on some of their collectibles. I don't know if you've seen some of the new graphics with the
Oh my
Ascension.
goodness, Ascension.
Yeah, with like they're I think they're calling like 4D or 5D like graphics. Like, super, super cool. And like I'm really happy to see them do more with that. And I was thinking about how it could be something that's offered in Pixie, where you're able to not necessarily watch the moment, but you're able to kind of see that graphic spinning through and maybe the player's name. So yeah, there's definitely some things that I want to do with Top Shot, with All Day. So yeah, Chewy, I hear you loud and clear. And maybe we can work on something together offline about creating a product around Top Shot. And by
Honestly,
the
I
way,
have some moments that this great group of Top Shot people like handed me because I'm new and I
yeah,
couldn't play fast break. And I was like, man, I like making videos. I was like,
yeah,
well, if I can make a video, if I could do it this way, maybe I could do it for the Top
yeah,
Shot too. And I'm gonna
yeah,
mess around with it because I've been able to, in 3 steps, because we only had such a short time, I was able to
yeah,
make the magic reveal or whatever. I enjoyed trying to figure that out. So,
yeah. You've
anyway,
been really
yeah, it'll
great
be cool
about
with the 15 seconds. You'll
yeah.
feel it.
You've been a great beta tester, and really diving into what the product can do. There's some more little like switches that I can turn on and turn off with the product. I'm just trying to identify like one thing that with Crypto Slabs, I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to have like Wi-Fi. I didn't want to have like all sorts of different features or buttons. I
Yep.
wanted to kind of start off, again, simple, straightforward, and then maybe add as we go. And same thing with Pixie. I want it to be relatively straightforward, easy to access, and limited,
100%.
save on battery power, that sort of thing. But I want to just quickly call out, Chewy's been a huge supporter, and one of the reasons why I'm still doing this is this community has been so great. The partners that I've worked with in Dapper and Top Shot and some other NFT companies have just been such a joy to be a part of. It's just a fun culture, and everybody that has purchased a Crypto Slab, is I'm very grateful for their business, their support, and everybody's just been so cool. And again, like I don't think I would be here talking with you if it wasn't for the community. And then also my wife, I always have to remind myself that I would not be here without my wife's support.
One hundred percent.
She's the real hero. But yeah, it's been a great community, and I look forward to just continue building and offering collectibles to everybody out there, bridging that gap, bringing more, onboarding more people. We're still very, very early with NFTs, and we have a lot more people to bring into the fold.
Well, I have a project that I want to bring
Great.
to you that I want to work on, so maybe we could chat offline too. But I think you are amazing. I've appreciated your time. Anytime you want to come talk with me, you are always welcome here. Again, the community appreciates you helping us spread the word of our beloved NFTs and sharing them,
Absolutely.
with people.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you. I'd love to come back. I've teased a few things. I don't want to give too much away. But I do have some exciting kind of stuff on the horizon that I'm not quite ready to talk about
Okay.
yet. But just know that I'm not going anywhere. I'm dedicated and passionate about this space. This is something that I truly believe in, and I hope we'll be around for a while. So yeah, you better get used to me.
Well, we're used to, we think you're amazing, and we're glad that you're part of this awesome collector community. Hey, when you go to do that drop, let me know. You can come and share with everybody
Yeah,
here all the details.
yeah,
And we also have 9:30 at p.m. Eastern Standard, a couple Thursdays a month. So if
great.
you want to join then, that would be better time for you. Whatever works for you, Nick.
Yeah,
We've really
happy
appreciated
to.
having you here today, and I thank you
Oh,
for your
thank you.
time.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see you. We'll catch you later, and we'll talk offline about some more
For
fun stuff.
sure. Sounds great.
Bye.
Bye. Let me see if I can exit you. Oh, he did it. What? Okay, y'all. How awesome is Nick? He's amazing. Woo! If you have a crypto slab, can you drop in the chat if you're available to drop us something in the chat? Which slab you have and what you have, like what you have slabbed, because that would be super cool to see what you had slabbed. Um, wow. All right. This whole time I wanted a sip of water, but I didn't want to be rude with my ice. 69er, are you still on here? Where are we at? There we go. I'll do it. This guy. Ooh, going to Disney this weekend. Going to see our godmother. and going to Disney. And yes, sir, right here for you, the low, low price of I'll pick one up. Okay. All yours. He's adorbs. Um, I hope that you guys all enjoyed having Nick on as much as I did because I think he's amazing. And I really, 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 really appreciate him giving me an opportunity to test stuff out and try it out and try to break stuff. You know, that's what I do. And we're pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at trying to break things. Not really. I'm always trying to build something. I'm not actually good at breaking things. Check out that avatar pin, yo. What pin? Okay, Disney Pinnacle people. I need your help. I will be wearing 3 of these this weekend. What pins should I put on my pixie to share with the public? This has to stay, right? Do I do like a Star Wars one? How do I do it? Pretty epic. These are pretty cool. If you can't join in the chat, that's okay. I'm cool with it. You know, I was holding this up while Nick was talking about, you know, just that engagement that you get by wearing the pixie in public. My daughter's school did like a cute little kiddos play where they did like a what was it called? Beauty and the Beast cafe or something. And I don't have it up right now, but I wore Beauty and Beast or Belle and Beast. And, you know, it was really cool and caught people's attention. And then I turned it off because it got dark and I felt like rude being all bright, shining while those kids are supposed to be the ones shining. Oh, here we go. Chewy is dropping some knowledge on this ascension. I don't think I have any ascensions. Um, oh, the layered, okay. The layered art dimensions from Ascension will look so awesome for Disney Pinnacle. Oh, like adding that in. Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder as I learn Top Shot, I'm like, oh man, Disney Pinnacle is pretty new. Like, look at all this cool stuff Top Shot has. This has got to be flipping over. The art in all of it has been really cool. So whoever, shout out to the art teams in all of Dapper. Y'all are crushing it because the stuff is pretty cool. Um, Here we go. Back to this. So what I was getting at is like, oh, right. Okay, let me just put this stinking thing on. People walk around with these lanyards on at Disney, and I found that these pins, these metal button pins that they give you at Disney Park work really good with the Pixie. But anyway, so I have invested in pins to be able to talk to people about Pinnacle, but really not to talk to people about Pinnacle because I think Disney Pinnacle pins are cool. Actually led me to wanting to learn about the physical pin collecting, which I have friends that do it and shared with me. And so I would, you know, look at their pins and be like, okay, those are cool. At the same time, I was learning about Pinnacle. So, you know, I got this pin trading, like I'm a pin trader, so people will talk to me, but this stands out. All of them stand out. And this is not at the full brightness, right? And my room is bright. So the attention that is drawn to your collection of Disney Pinnacle or what pins you have displayed, it really is so very different that it does really stand out and is one of the best conversation starters. And if y'all don't know nothing about Disney, I will here, what does it say? Chewy. Oh, stuff like floating around. Okay, so like, okay, for example, you might take Peter Pan and have like a little Tinkerbell like flying around it, like sprinkling fairy dust or something like that. That would be really cool. Ooh, Pinnacle. Listen to Chewy. Chewy, I feel like I need to send you a Chewy pin. Do you have a favorite Chewy pin on Pinnacle? Okay. So I did want to show you guys these basketball cards. Okay. As Nick popped in, I was so excited to have him here today, but oh, oh, here we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, take that. What does that say? The Chewy pin is the one thing. Okay, check this out. It's a Harper pin. Ball of Duty tops. It's like sparkly. You got tops chrome. It's pretty cool. Here's a castle. Ugh. Did you guys see that? Behind the moves, back moves. Man, I could watch that dude dribble the basketball. He is such a good basketball player. He's so good. So I got this one. It's a flagship tops or something. I don't know. I'm learning about. Listen, my sports cards are like 1988 Baltimore Orioles sports cards in like the old school binder. Anyway. The alien. Check him out. He's like the best. I love how he was like, yo, we're gonna go to 60 to make up for the season I was out. He straight up said it. Rising stars, NBA hoops, and then my favorite Nikes, Mr. Luca. Thanks, Matt. What's this say? Here we go. Chewy says, one thing I wish Dapper made easier was trading across platforms. Exactly. I absolutely agree. You have to know someone in both platforms. So you have to have friends in both platforms to trade, which, you know, the one thing I will say is part of being in the Collectin' and Connectin' group has allowed me to make those connections across the Dapper platform. And I'm very thankful for that, and other platforms as well. So I'm really thankful for that. I would love to trade for more Chewy pins if people were interested in my surplus of Top Shot. Hi, I might be interested in trading with you. In fact, um, building a couple different conversations. So too, if you want to be in on that trading conversation sometime, let me know. Love to have you in. Got some things to trade away, got some people who want to trade, and I want to have like, what is that experience like? You know, I found out that, well, the one thing I thought was cool about Top Shot as I'm learning it is that you can like put a bid in for like your for a moment. So you don't like, somebody might have it listed for $200, but you're see that the last time it was sold, it was 75. So I might go $87 and see if someone will snag it at $87 because it's like the highest priced that I can see at that time, you know, and sometimes people definitely don't go for that, but I think that, you know, that's the way to try to negotiate those things. But I learned everything from Matt. He taught me what to do. I just apply it. Okay. Ooh, hold up. Chewy, I feel like you need to come on. Do you want to come on next week and chat with me after I come back from Disney? And you can show your Chewy collection? Because honestly, Chewbacca is the reason that I watched the movie as a little kid, because I was not afraid of Chewbacca. And I knew he would kick everybody's butt. I was afraid of Vader, and I was for sure afraid of Yoda. You will be like anybody who, like, what? This little tiny goblin green guy. Uh yeah, for sure. Sorry, you guys, that was my Star Wars nerdum. Okay, and then I just wanted to show you these cool Topps Disney cards that we pulled. We did do the chrome. This is my Lightning McQueen. Oh, I know somebody named Banana Mac who really likes cars. And then this Cindy 28 of 50. Check that one out. Ooh, I don't know. I've never really done this before, and I'm afraid to take the covers off because I don't want to mess it up. Guys, I don't want to make a collector foul live online. Okay, here we go. Ooh, she's pretty. Cindy. Oh, I did it. You guys can all laugh at me now. It's okay. I learn. It's like trained artist, photographer. Don't touch anything. Grab it on the edges. Don't touch the corners. And then you get this little teeny tiny card and you're like, all right, sounds like it. Whoop, whoop. We get to see Chewy next week and Chewy's awesome Chewbacca collection. And well, gonna trade him some pins. Hey, Pinnacle peeps, if you hear me and you can hear this loud and clear, next Thursday when we're here live, let's trade. See how many of you can trade Chewy a Chewy pin while we're all hanging out live. That would be really cool. Because the Top Shot community came out the woodworks to help me out. I was really appreciative of that. Okay, so in Disneyland or California Adventure, I could pull it up, but I will not look at my phone. But yeah, so it was Flo's Cafe. It honestly, okay, I'm a Disney World girl. Like, look, you don't get Figment without Disney World, okay? So you have to have Disney World. Time out, real quick. My daughter yesterday said that the sun was going to explode in 4,000 years. I said, baby, that's pretty soon. Maybe we need to have an emergency plan. And she says, we should go to Disney World. I think it's its own world and it would float away and we would be safe and it would be like floating above everything. And I was like, that's pretty smart, man. I don't know. Walt Disney was pretty smart. Anyway, um, yes. So in California Adventure, so when I went to Disneyland to do the Anaheim, it was my first time, the Anaheim, Hilton Anaheim Quest to like get the QR codes for Disney Pinnacle and check that out and just see like, what are they up to? I have to do this adventure. And also shout out to Apache, like, dude, you sent a challenge, but you didn't know who I was. So, you know, I for sure, Chewy, did we just become really, really good friends through a chat box? We sure did. I like where your head is at. But yeah, so we got to Disneyland at night. I didn't even see Briar Rose's Aurora's castle. We walked in, we went to Haunted Mansion because like I have to ride the OG one. It was cool to think like Walt picked all the stuff out. So I never really got to go to Disneyland. I really went to California Adventure, which I absolutely loved. And 100% to answer your question, it feels like you walked into Radiator Springs. It is so cool. And the ride is super duper fun. When I was down in Disney World in January with my daughter, we rode Test Track at Epcot, and I could say that that is very similar to the Cars ride and California Adventure. So all I can say is D23 has a day. I think it is. So the 12th. Oh, Nick, the A's game. You have to go to the A's game for D23. It's Apache's. You know, we're all hanging out. Apache, I think some of the other main collectors. I think, what is that? KG Beast, some other guys. All these people that we know, they're all going to come together and go to the A's game. Then the next day, we go to the parks, and then the next 2 days, all kinds of cool stuff, talking with people. If you watch the thing, watch the thing. I'll drop it in. Maybe I can drop it in the chat. I'll put it somewhere. Oh, I'll post it on X. We will be doing some kind of like, just watch the video. Just watch the D23. You'll get goosebumps. You'll want to dress up as your favorite character. You're going to want to go hang out with your best buds from Disney Pinnacle because we're all going, right? All of us. Every single one. I think, who else said they were going? A whole bunch of people. I don't know. JNF, are you going? All these people from X, are you guys going? Drop it in the chat. I think I'm trying to convince Banana Mac to go. It'll be a good time. I heard you guys have, hey, Top Shot peeps. I heard you guys have this thing called Summer League. What's that? I heard it's in Vegas. Give me some more details. How long is it? So it's a group of dapper people coming together. It's going to be super rad. Oh. In June. So Summer League is in June in Vegas. So you basically don't leave outside. Everybody stays inside and hangs out. I've actually never been to Las Vegas. I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. Oh, July. That's what I thought. But I just read the thing. Here, I'll put it down. There you go. Thank you. I don't want to make it wrong. Oh, it's a whole week that you guys go? I don't know these things. Guys, I'm still really new here. Come April, I think it's like April 4th is my anniversary. Oh, wait. April 2025. I think it's like April 4th or April 6th is my anniversary. Oh, okay. So Summer League is a thing in NBA that I don't know about because I took a break from NBA for a long time. Is that what you're telling me? And then Top Shot just goes for a weekend. Banana Mac always says what a great time it was to meet everybody. Okay, bye. All right. Have a good day. Listen, everybody probably has to go to work or is on their ride in. What's this? There it is. Thank you. Dropping the things in the chat. No, I'm a D23 gold member. I could pull my little like nerd card out. Apache straight up was like, "Did you watch a D23 video?" I want to go. Like, I'm a nerd. I love Walt Disney. I want to be with other people who absolutely love Walt Disney. So here I'm saying it right now. First Disney Pinnacle gathering right here at the A's game. I know a couple people are going. Sorry if I gave you a shout out and it was the wrong person or you're not going, but I'm gonna go to this game. It needs to happen. Who doesn't love baseball? One of my like bucket lists is to go to every baseball stadium. I have not been to many. I love baseball. So I'm excited. First Disney Pinnacle gathering at this game. Guys, be ready for sure because actually the first Disney Pinnacle, but it's not really even a Pinnacle gathering. Actually, it is a Disney Pinnacle gathering. Pardon me. Eleanor with pins. What? Is going to join Saturday night at Magic Kingdom. Will be Tomorrowland at the bridge, 8 o'clock. At least I'll be there at 8, hanging out, getting ready for the fireworks, right? Tinkerbell flies over your head. And I think Eric, who I had on last week, Eric Doggett, I think he says that maybe him and his wife will be joining. I have a few other Disney collector friends that are going to be joining. Actually, friends that we made when we were down in October with Disney Pinnacle, like, hey guys, check this out. And the next thing you know, we're like walking around the parks and riding rides super late, closing it down, the last cars in the parking lot. And so Shout out to Amanda and Curtis for teaching us the way. This is the way, of Disney. I learned so much from Amanda's experience and knowledge and the friendship that, our daughters have. So, really looking forward to gathering with anybody and anyone that is a Disney fan. Come and join the fun on Saturday night. That's March 21st at 8 p.m. We'll be gathering at the Tomorrowland Bridge, getting ready for the fireworks. It's a family friendly event. Of course, we'd want everybody to see that sparkle over the castle. And big one, huge, super excited. Don't forget, first one, stay tuned. I'm going to post other stuff because I'm going to make some kind of collector gatherings every day because maybe somebody's only coming one day, and I want to make sure that I get to meet my awesome community of Disney Pinnacle people, because as if you tuned in and got to hear Nick from Crypto Slabs, my story is very similar. I'm not sitting here living my best life thinking I was going to do online lives with people. I just started sharing the thing I love with the community, and through that I made videos, and through that I'm here today. So I'm super fortunate. I want to gather with all the collectors, all you collectors, Disney, Top Shot, come to the D23 game. It is. Click the link. Okay. I will have more information about what I'm going to try to get everybody together and doing over that week. But final thing, because I am ready to be done talking today, because I'll be talking later tonight with Matt on Confetti Moments here at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My my West Coast friends. Okay, check it out. I think that's 6:30 our time. We are going to have Apache on. Okay, sorry. I had to do it like that. Anyway, super excited to have Apache coming and talking physical and digital collecting with some other collectors from the other communities around. So we'll have Apache, we'll be on chatting with Spino, Tron, who is a Panini collector. We've got Video Shane, or Shane, he does McFarlane Toys, VV, some other things. JJL, NBA Top Shot, and Scotty J. I just call him the collector at large, but a great group of people who are dabble either in grails or mastering or digital and physical or whatever it is. Tonight, digital, physical, digital, future, all of it. NFTs. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry, Disney people. I said it. It is an NFT. But we are going to be live 9:30 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time. Spinatron, Apache, Video Shane. Oh, who am I missing? JJL, Scotty J, and Matt. Roundtable conversation. Here's what I need you guys to get ready today. Need a little exercising. Okay? Well, exercise. Get your knuckles warmed up. However you want to. Okay, stretch. We are going to be doing some signal checks, and I'm just giving you a little heads up. You're either going to give a thumbs up or a peace sign. You'll drop it in the chat. I want you all to be part of this conversation because these collectors are part of some awesome communities. And I know for a fact we want the community to help drive that conversation this evening. So as much input, I'll try to read them. I'll throw them up there. I'm super, super, super grateful for the opportunity to have all these collectors come together in this round table this evening to talk digital and physical, especially after having the opportunity to talk with Nick from Crypto Slabs today. So thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so much for your energy. Please, please, I love it. I hope for you all to tune back in this evening. Having so much fun chatting, collecting, chatting collectibles, chatting the future, just chatting with you. You guys are amazing. Keep doing the best that you can. Two most important things that you do every single day. Try your best and have fun. If you do that, you're going to be successful. Peace out. And